Well, obviously greenhouse emissions increase, and obviously there are human-induced. My dilemma is that most so-called experts you talk to or hear, or the discussion that goes on in the newspapers and the radio and the television and the internet, is just so above most people's experience that they don't give a shit, because they don't think it has anything to do with them. So that's why you get the climate flat earthers hogging the debate in Australia, when the rest of the world, they're basically just thought of as an unusual part of the human family. Well, I basically dispose the dismantling of the economic system that has brought us to this position, and that's capitalism, an economic system based on the creation of ever-increasing profits irrespective of the human, social and environmental costs. Now, it's ludicrous that we live in a contained environment and we all worship at the feet of an economic system that's created this very thing. So, look, governments can do certain things. Now, real power, as you and I know, doesn't lie in Parliament, it lies in the boardrooms of national and transnational corporations. Now, the whole debate we're having currently is a debate which is basically run by businesses, because governments, what they can and cannot do, because we live in a capitalist society, is basically dependent on what business allows them to, corporations eventually allows them to do. So that's why we've got a carbon trading scheme, not a scheme where you tax the polluters out of existence. So look, if the government wants to set a mandatory level, well, fair enough, but I don't believe they will ever be in a position, while we have a capitalist system, to set mandatory levels which will resolve or help us tackle and possibly resolve the problems we face. My campaign, and the people will be out on the 5th, hanging out the literature, the whole campaign is based on the fact that we can no longer work within the system. What we are doing is we're using this, the Higgins by-election, as a platform to get more radical concepts regarding the way we can tackle. See, my dilemma is this: I'm 58, yes, I just turned 58 a few days ago, sad to say. So obviously I won't have to worry about the problems that I've caused for you over the next 20 or 30 years. But your dilemma, not my dilemma, because I'll be dead in the next 20 years or so. Your dilemma is, what do you do? And we think for too long the debate has been contained within the capitalist model, it's been contained within the socialist model, it's been contained within a communist model. The socialist and communist model is about the state running the means of production, distribution and exchange. You know, with a capitalist model, it's about private corporations. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to raise a concept which is both old and new, which is called communalisation. And what communalisation is, it's transferring wealth and power from the hands of the state and the corporate sector into a federation of community and workplace councils which are based on an economy which is based on the idea of satisfying real, not manufactured human needs. Because in a capitalist economy, where you have to create profits, obviously you need to manufacture needs. If you manufacture needs, you destroy finite resources. So in a communitarian economy, what actually happens is, because it's based on the satisfaction of human needs, two things happen. One, you can mobilise people to tackle greenhouse because their personal security, their wage or their social security benefits are not reliant on them supporting the current system, because in a communitarian society wealth is held in common and used for the common good. And this may sound like utopian shit, but it's not, because we're moving from a phase of relative abundance, and abundance in terms of us being able to exploit more and more first world peoples. They've all been exploited. We've got all their lands. There's no more parts of planet Earth to exploit. So we've got four problems. We're moving from a period of abundance to scarcity. In a period of abundance, maybe competition and capitalism is an economic mechanism that'll work. But as we move to a period of scarcity, we have to change the economic fundamentals and the way we interrelate with other people. What we want to see is, instead of subsidies going to big polluters, what you do is you close down the polluting industries while you give the subsidies to the workers in those industries, say, and one of the policies that we're promoting is paying full wages to workers for 12 months to give them time within the current economic system, to give them time to actually be retrained or redeployed, because the difference between poverty and security in a capitalist society is 6 weeks' wages. So obviously workers, and there are hundreds of thousands of them, and don't listen to the Democrats or the Greens who tell you it's going to be a minimal dilemma financial. It isn't a minimal dilemma. It is a major transformation, and that's why the farmers and corporations, belly aching, because they know it's a margin, but they're bringing workers with them because their livelihoods, their wages are tied into it. So instead of giving carbon credits to polluters, what you do is you say, look, this is a big world, it's a capitalist world, competition reigns supreme. If you can't compete, right, well, bad luck, you die. You're not going to get any government subsidies. But as far as your workers are concerned, we're quite happy as a community to subsidise them for 1, 2, 3, 4 years on full wages. And you can do that with 10% of the money which will be given to the polluters.